This time. Got the phone call. It's here. Perfect. Mike, your last delivery?
Delivery, yeah, you the last one.
Got it.
Tiny little bit of context here. About 3 weeks ago, I contacted Segway because my GT2 had actually died. Effectively, I turned it off and then I couldn't turn it back on. That's it. The whole thing was just dead. It wasn't going to move. Even though it had my charger plugged in, the screen is completely frozen. It was frozen at a permanent state that was this nice little screen over here. So this whole control panel, somehow this piece malfunctioned completely. And this is probably due to high humidity and condensation causing water to potentially get in here. 2.5 weeks later, after I called Segway about this issue, they were ready to pick up my Segway, and I found out that, look, this piece, for whatever reason, the power button started working again. The problem was this was not working, and also my battery might have got damaged throughout this whole process. So that's what happened.
So it looks like all Segway did, they just sent me a brand new GT2. Hopefully it's a newer manufactured version that resolves any issues that I had with the first one.
Sorry guys, I was out of breath there. Moving a 200-pound package coming through took a little bit of effort. So this got shipped out February 2nd. I received it February 6th, and that's because over the weekend they don't do any shipping. But interestingly enough, they did not need to use a crate at all, and everything arrived perfectly fine. Let's look inside.
Okay, yes. Just sent me a brand new one. Segway from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Customer service was excellent. Time for a ride. This U-lock actually has an alarm built in, and that's kind of a little bit special and unique about it. First time trying it out here at a local REI. There's a trick to getting this thing to arm properly though. Let's see if this will actually fit. Just barely. That fit. Wow, it's gonna take a little bit of work. Let's try it. There, a bit closer. See if that works. Yeah, just barely. Just activated it. And now I have to arm it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna show what the warning beep looks like, because I think you should know. That's the warning beep. Oh, I think I found it. Okay. I just need to get a little bit longer. I think this is what I need here.
This here is why I needed the bolts. So I got the Peak Design motorcycle mount for smartphones. You got to work with a Peak Design case, but it is fully locked on, and it's actually got an anti-vibration thing, so it doesn't totally F up your phone with all the vibrations on the road. So it locks in place, it securely locks, and you got to get the proprietary system, locks right in place. And of course, they have these for different phones, and they also have a third-party one for third-party phones where it just kind of sticks right on. But the key here is that I needed to get a longer bolt for the attachment, and it looks like I had the 16 millimeter 8. All right, so now I'm back in my little studio, and I just wanted to share that, Segway really, I feel like they hit the ball out of the park. I am definitely satisfied with the way that they handled my repair. Basically, they took my old scooter back, took a look at it, figured out there was something defective, and rather than have me deal with a potentially repaired and damaged unit, they just shipped me a brand new unit. Okay, so you can't really ask for too much more than that. And on top of that, they took care of all the shipping. All I had to do was just answer a phone call, give them a date and time for them to come by and pick it up. And I did get updates on email. Granted, they were a little bit later than they should have been. The fact is I got email updates, and that is more than I really needed. I mean, everything got handled very smoothly from pretty much beginning to end. And that's not something that I can say with a lot of Chinese companies. Let's face it here. This is really a premium brand. You pay a little bit more than your regular average Chinese no-name brand. Okay, I shouldn't say no-name brand. Segway is basically the Apple of scooters. Okay, so you're going with a premium brand. You're going to pay a premium price, but at the same time, you're going to get premium coverage and service. And that is exactly what I got. I think that pretty much covers my experience with this whole thing. So once again, thank you, Segway, for taking care of this for me. And I know that they got a lot of flack on Facebook and also on Indiegogo for the campaign. And I hear you. There were a lot of people that were really angry when the campaign was a little bit over. And just like everybody else, they had a shortage of supplies and chip shortage and all that stuff that they had to deal with. But bottom line, I got a fantastic scooter. It performs as advertised. I had a problem with it. They took care of it. If I was around and available to handle all of this stuff, I think everything might have been said and done, taken care of in approximately 2 weeks' time. But the fact is, this was during the holidays. I figured this out just around Christmas time. And then I went out of town, and then I went to CES, and then I came back, and then finally I submitted information that they requested. And, we went on from there. And the good news is, and someone else brought this up when I had posted this on the Segway GT group, is that they really want to know how the support is like, where my closest support service facility was. Granted, that's definitely going to be an issue for anybody who is out of the country or is not nearby. But I knew that Segway was or has offices down in Southern California. Just like a lot of these other companies, a lot of them happen to be in City of Industry, happen to be in San Gabriel Valley, which is a big Asian area, in case you didn't know. I grew up there, and I expected it. So anyway, I'm really happy that this turned out, and I just wanted to say that thank you very much for everybody that commented and tried to help me out. I'm not talking just about Segway. I'm talking about other group members. It seems like the Segway GT group is a very supportive and positive group. And I feel like that's probably the same way with the other Segway groups. I loan a few other Segway products over lifetime. I didn't have any issues with them at all. So there was no point for me to join any of those groups. But, overall, it's been a positive experience and continues to be a positive experience. And I definitely give them the thumbs up. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'm going to post a few other videos. They were going to be about securing and protecting my Segway GT2 from theft and where to put AirTags in, possibly getting a better alarm system on there, and also figuring out a way to mount other things on there. Obviously, I figured out how to mount my phone on here, which is a big deal when I need navigation or some other statistics for my phone, rather than have them just sitting around in my pocket. And I'm just going to figure out how I can better carry things as I'm on a Segway, because I think that's one of the big negatives about riding a scooter is how do you carry your stuff other than on your back. So that's something I'm going to try to explore a little bit more. And then we'll see if Segway has any other products down the line that might help us with that. All right, that's it for this video. Please do like, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.